Another one. It wasn't all Pennywise. You've got, we'll call them bad clowns.
Yeah.
Since we talked about our good clowns. So there's bad clowns in music.
Well,
we had Puddles in our good clown music, but,
right.
Insane Clown Posse, why not?
Did you see the thing that I just posted about them marching on Washington?
I did.
Because they were labeled as a gang?
Yeah.
That's awesome and terrible at the same time.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, so, they chose, insane clowns, so obviously that's a negative. And,
sure.
We've got, even though Twisty started out as a good clown, he became a bad clown.
Right.
And he's from American Horror Story Freak Show.
Right.
So we've got Twisty.
Amusement is another great movie that we have clowns and we have twisted sense of humor is the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
That's an excellent movie.
Well, there's not, it's at risk of going into talking about amusement.
Uh-oh.
It's not like there's killer clowns or anything in it. For people who haven't seen it, it's not a movie about clowns. It is called Amusement. Someone is amusing themselves.
And there's clowns in it.
But, there's the one part where the girl has to spend the night in a house in a room full of clown dolls.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's with all the clowns? And I was like, yay, look at all the clowns. Except for that really giant one sitting in a chair that looks like it could have a person.
You're spoiling everything now.
No.
That's a
spoiler. I'm
not. Okay, well, here's the other
You brought up amusement. It's not on my list.
Okay.
I wasn't going to talk about it. What other bad clowns? Well, you're looking at the rough draft. This is my rough draft in my hand. This is more current.
Here's the clown that's such a conundrum to me.
Okay.
In such a paradoxical way, and that is Captain Spaulding.
Yes. And what pray tell is he from?
He's from A House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects,
yes. He's of course Rob Zombie's creation. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting.
Well, it's maybe Sid Haig's creation.
Elaboration. It's his. Yeah. It's maybe Zombie's creation and Haig's elaboration, because there's a great. I've got a great brief interview in the links again, where you can see him talk about that character.
Okay.
And I want to put another one, but I'll have to put like advisory or whatever, because it's
got a bit of cussing
chock
going on.
full of it, but it still cracks me up.
If you haven't seen House of a Thousand Corpses,
lots
even
of language.
if you're not interested in it, you just got to watch that opening bit. Oh dear.
Well, it's a juxtaposition of it, but he takes the clown thing so serious. I'm Captain Spaulding as a character.
He's a murderous, psychopathic, but he's a clown, and he loves being a clown.
And he takes his clowning seriously.
Yes, because when someone insults clowns, he goes from smiling and laughing to serious face real fast. Like, did you just insult, clowns?
I want to commandeer your car for some clown business. Anyhow.
Yeah.
That's what I had here to talk about. What did you have?
Well, let's see. We've talked about bad clowns in movies and comics and music, and here's one out of a song for those that remember the Dr. Demento show.
I was completely unaware of this one, so
I can't even believe that. But Dr. Demento show for me really peaked in when I was in the 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
That was a long time ago. Dr. Demento show was still on Sunday nights. You sneak out of your bed at 11 o'clock and you tune in your AM radio and you get to hear the best music ever created. If you haven't heard of Dr. Demento, you could go on YouTube and punch it in and see what you get. But he was, of course, a late-night DJ who played very unique, comical parody songs. Okay, Kinko the Clown.
Oh, my gosh. What kind of clown is he?
The kid-loving clown.
And you can take that in exactly how you thought it meant.
So, of course, Kinko is a child molester.
Yeah.
So we've got a bad clown there, too.
So bad.
Yes.
Yeah. But he'll be back someday.
And interesting, yes.
Anyhow.
Yeah. And interestingly, I know we focused more on people like a lot of people saying they're afraid of clowns or they hate clowns, and I think it is mostly no. I mean, I don't think most people go right for the child molester thing, but they think there's been so many like killer clowns.
Right.
That it's like, oh my God, adults are afraid of clowns. Like, run, it's probably going to kill us.
Yeah.
But I was going to say it's interesting that we know somebody who has such a clown aversion in a different kind of way.
Does she cringe when she hears people making balloon animals? Or
I don't know. But she believes that all clowns are child molesters, or that they have an unhealthy interest in children.
Board, just because.
Yes, she is very anti-clown. If she could wipe them off the face of the earth, she would.
Wow.
Yeah, because she can't understand why an adult would want to dress up like that and entertain children. Which, me as a preschool teacher and me working with small children, I've met all kinds of people that genuinely love children and want to be around them and work with them because they give them joy. So I can see why someone would want to be a clown,
Right.
But yeah, this person,
for all the right
this person
reasons,
that we know,
yeah.
She's just like, nope, you're wrong. They're all just sick.
Wow.
So
harsh. Nothing's ever black and white.
It's very interesting. There's a whole
Okay.
a whole anyway. Bad clowns.
Yeah.
There's no clown coming.
Who double books a clown?
I thought you had a backup.
Everything's gonna be fine.
You're perfect.
Mr. Clown? Dad, hurry, I'm gonna be late.
I physically cannot get it off. It's suffocating.
1, 2.
Oh, Jack, sweetie, let's get you to bed. Oh, Dad.
I can feel myself changing.
What happened to my husband?
It's not a costume. It's skin of a demon.
It lured people out of the villages into its cave. His white face and red nose to entertain people that they knew.
No matter what I say, don't let me out.
How do you get the suit off?
You can't.
What are you doing down there, Daddy?
Come downstairs. I want to see my #1 birthday boy.
Let's get into Clown the movie. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh wait, I'm showing my cards. To coin a phrase or crib a phrase from Johnny Kruger, I'm showing my cards early here, but damn, I love this movie.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
let's get into it then with our review.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so we watched Clown. It's a comedy horror, maybe?
Ah.
It's more horror than comedy. It's funny, but it's not.
It's so not.
Okay, and we don't have the synopsis here in front of us, but
I don't
think so.
Arguably, we don't need the synopsis.
Here it is.
What's your synopsis?
Yes,
of it?
I'm going to make up my own
synopsis.
Let's hear it.
A Lori original.
Oh boy, no pressure. I was just going to be casual about it, but now I'm pressured to I want to make it sound all like.
You don't have to.
Like it was written by a professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
No room for professionals here.
And that's for sure. I was looking for their names, too. Well, their last name is McCoy. Okay. The McCoy family plan a party for their child, and it's going to be clown-themed. But the day of the party, the clown cancels.
Who double books a clown?
Who double books a clown? Apparently this company does. So, Kent McCoy, such a great dad, he's going to take over and he's going to stand in for that clown and entertain his son and save the party. And he does. But things go awry when he finds that he cannot remove the costume, the nose, or the hair.
There you go. That was awesome.
How was that for a synopsis?
That was pretty good.
That's better than the stuff you read on Netflix and Internet Movie Database.
It might be more accurate than some of those things that we read.
And I read it with feeling.
Yes, I was feeling something.
Yeah.
It's such... mine would have been like one sentence. It would have been just like, a guy can't take clown makeup off. And that's it. It sounds awful, it sounds bad, but it's like, it's just think about that.
Yeah, but that's...
If you put this on...
It's not a good synopsis, though, sweetie.
Okay, fine.
Because that doesn't tell me anything about...
All right.
It just sounds like some crazy dude put on a costume. Like, why? Now I'm feeling like our friend. Why is he putting on a clown costume? Just some random dude.
All right. Anyhow, so the synopsis, you read the synopsis,
yes.
The point of it, the plot of it.
Synopsis.
You made up the synopsis. Okay. But here's the thing. You cannot take the clown makeup off.
Yeah.
And I didn't even care that there was no story to go with that. Like, that question...
Oh, okay. So you're saying before we even watched it?
Before we even begin. Okay. No, I mean, once we started watching...
it's a great premise.
But it's like, at first I thought it was kind of weak. I remember seeing the commercial, the trailer for it, some time ago, a year ago, one time, and I thought, oh, well, that's maybe kind of interesting, whatever. But I completely forgotten about it. So when we went to watch it this time, I was kind of like, meh. I mean, I'm interested in doing it because we're doing it for the podcast, but It's like, well, let's see how it's going to be, whatever and stuff. But within the first 10 minutes or so of the movie, I'm like, oh my gosh, what if that happened to me? What if I couldn't get my clown nose off? What?
I would take you to the emergency. We'd be at the emergency room.
Yeah, but we saw what happened when she was a medical assistant and she's worked at the costume. And
no, she ripped that thing off.
Tells you there's something wrong there, but
bad.
Yeah. So this has every kind of horror in it, including gross out horror, psychological horror.
Yes,
it had everything for me.
And it had because he was such a good dad, and they were a nice couple, and you hate to see bad things happen to good people. It was coming from the right place. He wanted to save his little boy's birthday.
And he did.
Immediately, I felt so bad for him. It was like, oh man. So it had heart in it too. You felt bad for the guy.
Right, absolutely. It's one of the worst kinds of horror. But anyhow.
He will just say it's probably not. I mean, the movie isn't just a guy trying to get a suit off. Obviously, he starts to change.
There's a lot more to it. Like I said, I didn't care that there was no more story. Eventually, it got to it.
Yeah.
But it started out, like I said, so many times we want to know, what's the backstory? Why is this happening? We always, the story, it's all about the story for us.
Right.
This one, I would have been able to accept, it follows. I don't even really care where the demon came from and it follows or whatever necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I can just enjoy this. I was able to enjoy this without worrying about where the clown came from or what was happening or whatever. But they did throw that in there.
They got all that in there.
They did get it in there, too.
So did that make you like it even more?
Even more, yes.
Okay.
Even more.
Because, I was real concerned with because the costume looked kind of old and manky, and it was he got it out of an old trunk in a house. He's a real estate guy.
Right.
An old dude passed away, and he found this trunk and these costumes and this man's stuff. So he got the brilliant idea.
Hey, this is just what I needed at the time I needed, and How lucky am I? And not very.
Not very lucky at all. Zero luck here. So you could